let's go back to Harris and CNN. Throughout that interview, Harris had one focus group tested line she wanted to make sure everyone heard loud and clear.
The most important and most significant aspect of my policy perspective and decisions is my values have not changed. Let's be clear, my values have not changed. That value has not changed. My value around what we need to do to secure our border, that value has not changed.
Okay, the values have not changed, but what are those values? Well, this new ad from the Trump campaign sheds a little light on them.
My values have not changed.
Reduce red meat specifically.
Yes.
The Boston Marathon bomber. They should be able to vote.
I think we should have that conversation.
Abolish ICE.
Yeah. Would you ban offshore drilling?
Yes, I'm in favor of banning fracking. I am prepared to pass a Green New Deal. I support a mandatory buyback program.
We're not going to treat people who are undocumented cross borders as criminals.
The idea that more police equals more safety, that's just wrong.
Policing, as we know, goes all the way back to slave patrols and that idea.
Yeah, you are absolutely right.
Where do you stand on defund the police?
We need to take a look at these budgets.
Do you ban plastic straws?
I think we should.
70 to 80% tax rate.
I think that's fantastic.
Chip in now to the Minnesota Freedom Fund.
How dare we speak Merry Christmas?
Yeah, I am radical. I do believe that we need to get radical about what we are doing.
And some great voiceover work there by Rita Panaher. Well done. But again, if CNN had any integrity, which of course we don't, they would have gone much harder on this and tried to pin down on Harris on what she really believes and exposed her as a radical California leftist who's into every bonkers progressive ideas from open borders to banning plastic straws. But no, they're just suffering, I guess, from a case of good old TDS, or Trump derangement syndrome. If only there was a cure for it. Hang on a second. Nicole Shanahan, who was RFK Jr.'s running mate until he dropped out and endorsed Trump, has just released an ad for a new treatment for TDS.
Are you or your loved ones suffering from illnesses such as TDS, also known as Trump derangement syndrome? Do you dismiss or deny the current issues facing our country, such as historic inflation, illegal immigration, corporate corruption, World War III escalations, and the chronic disease epidemic? Are you willing to elect someone who was the least popular vice president in modern history, and who offers no policy or vision for America simply because your brain keeps telling you anyone but Trump? If so, you might be struggling from TDS. Introducing Independence. Independence allows you the freedom to finally think independently once again. Instead of believing everything you hear from the mainstream media, Independence allows for constructive critical thinking.
I used to hear people on the news say things like,
Donald Trump and the movement he has encouraged are a threat to democracy.
And I instantly believed it. With Independence, I now realize the media is run by the Democrat elite, who are a corrupt oligarchy that censors free speech.
Independence may not be for everyone. If you enjoy being lied to about your president's cognitive abilities, support Orwellian totalitarianism, or are excited about communist fiscal policy, Independence may not be right for you. Common side effects of Independence may include an awakening of rational thought, successfully identifying propaganda, freedom of choice, loss of hatred, anti-narcissistic behavior, and love of democracy.